convenience to our school children, the elderly, young people going to work, guest workers, and visitors using the public bus. We, Rotary Central, help you, our advertisers, make it happen. Your marketing dollar travels a far way. Positioning your message, your product, your services, your presence in over 83 bus shelters. Every dollar you spend, every advert you place helps to build another bus shelter, providing modest comfort for Cayman travelers. Reserve space now on the only billboard medium in the Cayman Islands. Email rotaryshelters@gmail.com. rotaryshelters@gmail.com. The Bus Shelters, a partner in community convenience. Another inspiration program by Rotary Central Cayman Islands.
Radio Cayman's historical vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
Talk Today is brought to you by Subway, open 24 hours in Countryside, Anderson Square in Georgetown, and Centennial Towers in West Bay. And by the Ministry of District Administration. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your sister islands. And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. And Doctors Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctors Hospital, always there for you. Call 949-6066.
But I do have some questions.
There are more questions than answers.
Cayman Islands' foremost listeners participation program.
Talk Today.
What's on your mind, Cayman? If you're ready to talk, we are ready to listen. Discussing current events and local news, community spotlights, hot topics, listener stories, cultural and historical discussions, environmental issues, fun and lighthearted topics, guest interviews. Cayman, basically anything you want to talk about, we are ready to listen. Here's your guest host, Orrett Connor.
Good afternoon and welcome to Talk Today. I am your guest host, and if you think that Carifesta is just all about traveling to the jurisdiction, to the destination where it's going to take place, there's a lot of planning that goes into it, and some showboating that may take place even before the group travels as well. You're going to hear more about that as soon as we return, so don't change that dial. Talk Today will be back shortly.
Talk Today is reminding you
to avoid any statements or comments which are abusive, derogatory, malicious, or defamatory. Do not use indecent language or make any statement that is false or misleading. Call 1-800-534-8255, 949-6990, 949-8037. Or WhatsApp us on 925-3261.
And now, back to Talk Today.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Talk Today. We're going to be talking about Carifesta, the plans leading up to it, and what will take place during the event as well. That conversation is going to take place with the Chief Officer in the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture, and Heritage, Ms. Teresa Echenique, and the events manager, Ms. Ventisha Connolly. Of course, you heard on Monday on For the Record, the minister was also in the studio with us, and we were talking about Carifesta as well, and of course he's certainly looking forward to it also. So we're going to hear so much more about it. Ladies, good afternoon. Welcome back to Talk Today.
Good afternoon. As always, OC, it is indeed a pleasure for us to be here. And on Monday, when I came with Minister, we promised that we would come back and share some additional information. And true to our word, we are here because we are so excited to share information about the plans we have for Carifesta, but as you rightfully indicated, not only those that are traveling to Barbados, but we intend to give a sneak peek of what we will be taking to Barbados right here, so that everyone will have an idea of what our performance will look like. So I have with me Ventisha Connolly, who's our events manager, and she's going to give the public lots of information today. Ensure that we have prepared the public for our event, and invite them to definitely come out and see what we have in store, not only for, like I said, for us here in Cayman, but what we will be presented when we go to Barbados.
Certainly. Ms. Ventisha, over to you.
Good afternoon, OC. Good afternoon to the listening public, especially those over in the sister islands. I always have to give them a great shout out. Thanks for having us on all things Carifesta. So the ministry is very excited to be carrying a delegation of 84 persons right now. And I will say 84 persons doesn't even cover all the areas that we could have participated in Carifesta. So Carifesta is 10 days of music, dance, fashion, film, visual arts, theater, food, and a cultural symposium. Currently, we are looking at participating in the areas of music, dance, film, literary arts, visual arts, and the cultural symposias. And in the symposias, we're going to be talking in the art areas of visual arts, dance, film, and fashion. So you can see where all of those 84 will be participating in something more than once and in actuality we're going to be there for about 9 days of Carifesta. Along with those areas, we do have a possible youth delegation going with us. That is still a little iffy, but we'll have final confirmation on that hopefully by the end of the week to confirm that. And
when does the delegation leave?
So the delegation leaves a week from Thursday.
Okay.
Thursday the 21st. We because of the size of the delegation, it was more feasible to do a straight charter. So there will be a charter leaving from Cayman straight to Barbados on Thursday the 21st and then returning on Friday the 29th. We do have some seats still available. So if persons want to travel, please feel free to reach out to Joanna Phillips over at Cayman Airways, who not only helped us organize a charter, but gave us, a little sponsorship and on the back end of that. Okay. So we're very grateful for the partnerships that we have for that. So yes, there are some seats still available, and there are tickets left for the different events that are happening in Barbados. So people can, come along, support, join us, and be a part of it.
For those who have never been to Carifesta before, what is it like? How many countries, Caribbean countries, do we have actually participating?
So I will confess, this is my very first Carifesta. Okay. I told the minister when he said, okay, we need to go to Carifesta. I said, what? Carifesta? But Carifesta's in Easter. He goes, no, not Carifesta, Carifesta. Oh, okay. So I had to do my research. So right now we have from the Carifesta the country, note that there's 25 countries participating. So all of those who are in the CARICOM alliance, as well as the associate members, and then they have international delegations from Ghana, Brazil, Colombia, and Cuba. So it is going to be an international, festival of culture and heritage. So I'm very much looking forward to, and I know my team, who has worked very hard to put all of this together, is looking forward to not only showcasing what we here in Cayman know and are very proud of for our culture and heritage, but learning and seeing what other countries do for theirs.
And also, this is key and critical as we look at not only highlighting what we do here and what is unique to Cayman, but that we have opportunities like this to give our people the exposure to see what is happening in other jurisdictions, to get an idea what culture and heritage mean to other people in other jurisdictions. We've heard, people make comments about Cayman culture and heritage isn't as strong as it need to be. I beg to differ. I think that our culture and heritage is very strong, and this is an opportunity for us to highlight that. However, it also gives us a glimpse of what other jurisdictions are doing and what values they are putting in, whether it's their performance or it's their arts and craft, whatever it is. It truly gives us a very broad scope and an amazing learning experience. So I am really, really pleased that the minister has initiated this event and our attendance to this event, and that we have this delegation going, because whoever is in attendance, I'm sure they will come back and be able to share the amazing opportunity that this has afforded them.
Okay, we're going to take a commercial break, and when we return, we want to tell those persons who unfortunately won't be able to go to Carifesta, but they will get a glimpse of what the Cayman Islands will be presenting and how they can be involved with that. So, folks, if you want to know more about that, then you have to stay tuned to Radio Cayman. Don't change that dial. Talk today. We'll be back shortly.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Here are a few tips that will benefit you. Ensure to log out completely when you finish any online banking activities. Be aware of phishing attempts and only click links from trusted sources that are sent from your device through emails and messages. Remember, Cayman National will never ask you for your credentials. If you suspect a fraud attempt or that your account has been compromised, please immediately contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Hungry? Need Subway any time of the day?
Yeah.
We've got you covered. Subway at Anderson Square, Centennial Towers, and Countryside Shopping Village is open 24/7, serving up fresh, delicious subs anytime you need them. And for your weekend cravings, West Shore Center is also open 24 hours on Friday nights and until 1 a.m. on Saturdays, because it's never too late for a great meal. Skip the line and order ahead with the Subway Cayman Islands app, or get your favorites delivered straight to your door with Bento and Let's Eat. Fresh, fast, and always here when you need us. Subway, eat fresh.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
When a hurricane hits, unexpected costs can add up fast. Homeowners are usually out of pocket for these costs to get supplies or make minor repairs. But with Cineco's parametric coverage, you get automatic payouts within 2 to 3 weeks after a Category 3 or stronger storm, whether or not you have damage. Available only through Cineco Homeowners Insurance. Call 949-8101 or visit Cineco.ky for a quote. That's Cineco.ky to get a quote today. Cineco, keeping Cayman covered.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Good afternoon and welcome back to Talk Today. For those of you who are just joining us, let me tell you that we have in the studio with us Chief Officer in the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture, and Heritage. I have to make sure that I get that right. And also the events manager in the ministry, Ms. Ventisha Connolly. We're talking about Carifesta taking place in Barbados. Of course, Cayman Islands will be sending a huge delegation, and there's still some seats open. And Ms. Teresa will talk a little bit more about that for those of you who may have attended Carifesta in the past on an individual basis. If you want to, to string along, you can get a good fare, good price on a seat on Cayman Airways Direct, so you don't have to worry about changing as well. But we're also going to talk about the Carifesta home show that's going to be taking place. So, ladies, let's kick it off.
Yes, so I think that the Carifesta home show is one that we truly want to highlight and emphasize today, because we understand and appreciate that not everyone can jump on the plane and get to Barbados with the delegation that will be in Barbados. And that show is free of cost to the entire public. Oh. We're inviting everyone to come out on Saturday, this coming Saturday, the 16th of August, at the Harkwell Theatre, and it's at 6 p.m. in the evening. And it will truly give everyone an indication of what the Cayman delegation will be doing in Barbados. And we always appreciate the support that we get when the audience comes out and cheers us on. It is a nice start prior to us going to the destination where we will be doing our performances. But we definitely wanted to ensure that our entire Cayman Islands had the opportunity to see us in action. And so the outline again, it is on Saturday, the 16th of August at the Harkwell Theatre. It is 6 p.m. and it is entirely free. So unlike those people that were worried, we would miss it because we can't afford that airline ticket, we're going to give you that sneak peek. Just come on out to the Harkwell, sit back and enjoy the show. It's a lot in store for you.
Excellent. Now, we without giving too much away, when the minister, Honourable Minister, was on, Mr. Rankin, and he spoke about his exposure to Carifesta and, a momentous occasion, with his father. So things like thatch rope making and the baskets and stuff like that, which is, again, part of our culture and our heritage, will those displays, similar displays, take place in Carifesta as well?
So, yes. It would not be a display of our culture and heritage if those pieces weren't with us. We are carrying thatch artisans, the thatch artisan Miss Carleen Carter from West Bay, as well as Mr. Deal Ebanks. So Mr. Deal will have all of his games, his traditional games and things on display, and it's an interactive display that they'll have up there, so people come in and he can talk to them about them. They can play a game of Worry and get to know them, as well as Miss Carleen will be there with her thatch products already done, but also displaying, how to. So she'll be sitting there and probably end up with a basket or two by the end of it. So those things will be on display there, as well as all of our delegates have, and we've encouraged them to take their own traditional pieces. So their fans, their baskets, their hats, their belts. I've learned that there is a thatch belt. I need to make one for myself. But, take those traditional pieces that they can be used not only as display items, but when we're in the Parade of Countries, that's what you'll see is, we're going to be in costume, but you'll also see those traditional pieces with us, our hats, our fans, definitely our fans. Okay.
And that Parade of Countries, that takes place in the opening ceremonies? or
Yes, the opening ceremony will be Friday, the 22nd of August.
And also, I just wanted to highlight that what you will be seeing persons wear is our traditional dress. So, you know, we have a couple years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, we were fortunate enough for Cabinet to give approval on what is our national dress. So we've added a couple national symbols, and it was national dish, national dress, national dance. And so we're highlighting some of these things. And the men will be in their khaki pants and shirt, and you'll see the women in their very pastel gingham. We were not, in terms of our traditional attire, we were not very loud in color. And so what you will see us wear is probably a white top with those pastel gingham skirts. But that is considered our traditional dress. And so we definitely wanted to ensure that that's what we are highlighting. And the dancers will be doing the quadrille, which is our national dance. And so all of these things, again, is very unique to Cayman. And we want to ensure that what we are showing as a part of our show is not something that is known by other jurisdictions or done by other jurisdictions, but what is Cayman.
Cayman.
Yes.
So folk singers are going to be there as well?
Definitely. Definitely. And, you know, as always, the songs that the Cayman Islands folk singers perform and sing, their stories all by themselves. They tell a story. They give a message. And we are fortunate. I think this is the first time that the Cayman Islands folk singers will be attending Carifesta. So that group is looking forward to attending. And we also have one of our local band, Heat, that will be attending as well. And in that band, they sing Proud to be Caymanian. And everyone absolutely love that song. So we're excited just to be there, listen, cheer them on, sing along with them, and dance along with them.
Now, I've heard Dr. McPhail, you know, in the past talk about his adventures going to Jamboree in Jamaica. And, of course, those days, they took a whole turtle, or, you know, with them and butchered a turtle over there. Now, we're signatory to the CITES Convention, and I know now this is a direct flight from Cayman to Barbados. I know if I was on the flight, I would get the turtle meat on there one way or the other. But will our signatory to the CITES Convention prevent you from taking turtle meat to Barbados?
Unfortunately.
Or can we get a special dispensation?
Unfortunately, it will. And like I said, there's multiple areas, and because of fairly late planning and late confirmation that this was moving forward, we selected the areas that were quick wins for us, that we knew we could pull people and they'd be able to prepare in the, I think we've had 10 weeks total to plan, prepare, you know, have pieces ready for it. So cooking wasn't one of them.
But what we are doing, OC, we're encouraging all of these other jurisdictions that we meet, that we see in Barbados, to come on over and visit us here in our beautiful Cayman Islands. And that's when they will get that lovely taste of the turtle meat. So we unfortunately can't take it to them, but we are inviting them to come at some point, visit us, and taste our national dish. And, you know, it's interesting because we were talking during one of the commercial breaks. Who knows, Minister may want to host Carifesta moving forward. So that, again, will be another lovely opportunity. I'm not trying to give Ventisha and her team more work, but, you know, Minister is very excited about highlighting what is true to Cayman and making sure that not only locally we're appreciating our culture and heritage, but we are showing the pride in other jurisdictions when we go, when we attend. So it would not surprise me. I'm putting it out there. Would not surprise me if the minister put us forward in the next 2 years, because Carifesta is every 2 years. So it will allow us some time to plan. So who knows? We'll wait until minister gets back from his travel and hear what direction he wants to go in.
So as it stands now, the next venue and country has not yet been announced for the next year?
No, it will be announced on the final night at Carifesta.
Okay, ladies, we're going to take another commercial break. Folks, when we return, the conversation with Chief Officer Miss Teresa Echenique and the events manager Miss Ventisha Connolly from the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage will continue. Don't change that dial. We will be back shortly.
You deserve a unique vacation this year, one with easy non-stop flights from Cayman. Cayman Airways offers more non-stop flights to and from the Cayman Islands than any other airline. Now you can add Panama and Los Angeles to your travel bucket list. Skip the hassle of connecting flights. Panama is just a 2-hour non-stop flight from Cayman. And Los Angeles? Get there in less than 5 hours non-stop aboard Cayman Airways. Call 949-2311 or visit CaymanAirways.com to book your Los Angeles or Panama getaway today.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Protect your computers and mobile devices with security software to defend against cyber attacks through viruses, malware, and other online threats. Be aware of unsecure Wi-Fi connections when in public. If you need to access your online banking or sensitive information on your mobile devices, try disabling the Wi-Fi and switching to data from your mobile network. If you suspect a fraud attempt, please contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning. Ouch! When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
Wouldn't it have been grand if you had purchased land 30 years ago? It may not be 2020, but a perfect vision has never been more clear. Cayman Brac and Little Cayman, poised for growth with an eye on the future. Your land, your history, your future. Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
The offices of dermatologist Dr. Wayne Porter will be taking appointments from August 11 to 16 at his Crew Road Clinic. Appointment slots are limited. Whether you're seeking advanced skincare, Botox, filler, cosmetic enhancements, or simply looking to reduce wrinkles, Dr. Porter offers a full-service dermatology and dermatological surgery practice. For more information, email dr.portercayman@gmail.com or call 946-9020 to book your appointment today. That is 946-9020.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Good afternoon and welcome back to Talk Today. We're on the last leg of this segment talking about Carifesta, where the Cayman Islands will be sending a delegation, a strong delegation of some 70-odd persons as well. And, of course, there are seats that are still available. They will provide more information about that. And when I say they, I'm talking about the Chief Officer, Miss Teresa Echenique, and the events manager, Miss Ventisha Connolly. Ladies, back over to you.
Thank you so much. And yes, indeed, if there are persons that is wanting to jump on the flight and come along with us, there are some seats still available. So we're inviting you to reach out to Cayman Airways and book your seat and give us 100% support by coming over and cheering us on. I wanted to highlight, OC, that the delegation includes a good mixture of persons. Ventisha spoke about the various subject areas, but we also have persons that are coming from the BRAC as well. Okay. So we're not only taking individuals here from Grand Cayman, but we're ensuring that our sister islands are part of this experience. And I am going to invite Ventisha to highlight our sponsors, because this trip would not have been possible if we did not have the ongoing support and sponsorship. So I'm going to invite her to highlight.
Just before I think we have a caller who has a question. Let's go to that caller. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome to Talk Today. You have a question for a guest?
Afternoon, Mr. OC. It's Johan Moxham. How's it going?
I'm good. Afternoon. How are you?
I'm all right, sir. I just wanted to call in and good afternoon, Chief Officer Echenique. Good afternoon, Ms. Ventisha. How are you guys doing?
Good afternoon. We're fine. Thank you.
All right. No, I just wanted to say I'm not one for bouquets and flowery language, but I will say this, Mr. OC. I had the privilege of working closely with CO over the last, I'm going to say 2 years, when the former minister, Bernard Bush, asked me to head up the National Youth Commission. And I just want to say, we always complain and bicker and highlight all the negatives, but I have to. You got to give Jack their jacket when it's due. And I just want to say Chief Officer Echenique has been a first-class Chief Officer, somebody that basically spreads herself thin. She's got some really good help in the form of Deputy CO Joan West. Tunisia Barnes is an incredible member of the team. And also Miss Ventisha. I think, the fact that these ladies work really hard for somebody like CO and Echenique, it's a credit to her leadership, because there's a lot of parts of the civil service that don't work, and there are a lot of people that are not interested in doing the work and really going the extra mile. But the individuals that I've named, but also led by Chief Officer Echenique, like I said, it would be remiss of me if I didn't publicly take the opportunity to say how much of a pleasure it was for me to work with her, to get to know her, and to see how she leads a team, because it's a diverse group with a diverse subject matter within her portfolio. But she can smile and she knows what's going on. But when she's ready, she gives you that death stare. She's not messing around. But like I said, Chief, just wanted to say this Carifesta thing that you guys are doing, it's going to be a success, because I know you're really focused on a lot of these things, you and your core team that make it happen. So I just want to wish you guys the very best. And again, thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for everything you're doing. I think we got a really solid one here, Mr. OC, with CO. So I just wanted to say that out loud. All right?
Thank you so much, Ms. Moxham, for your kind words. And we're hoping to see you out on Saturday night.
Yeah, but I can't dance, Chief. You know this. I can't dance or sing, but I'm here. All right, guys, take care.
Thank you very much. That was nice. And too often, people are critical about the civil service, and when it's time for the kudos, they're not there as well. So it's good to hear that also. So, Ms. Ventisha, over to you, talking about our sponsors.
So, like I said before, Cayman Airways Limited, our national flag carrier, is a sponsor, and came on board right away and said, we're going to make this happen with you guys, and to the best of our ability. So I'm really thankful to Fabian and the team over at Cayman Airways, especially Joanna Phillips. Our statutory authority, the Cayman National Cultural Foundation, they've allowed us to have the home show at the Harkwell Theatre for free. They're giving their team over to us to host the home show on Saturday the 16th.
That's nice.
For free. So hence why we can offer it free to the public. Come out and join us on Saturday the 16th at 6 o'clock at the Harkwell. But also in conjunction with the ministry, we do have other ministries and other ministers who see the benefits in in sponsoring and making sure that individuals are participating. So thanks to Minister J.E. Banks and the Ministry of Planning, Lands, Agriculture, Housing and Infrastructure, Minister Nicholas DaCosta and his team there at the Ministry of District Administration and Home Affairs, especially because, as the Chief said before, we're remembering that the Sister Islands is a part of us. And Minister DaCosta specifically said, we need to make sure that someone from the from his ministry from the Sister Islands is there. So we do have someone there coming from the Sister Islands. Deputy Premier and the Minister of Tourism and Trade Development, Minister Gary Ruddy and his team. Minister Ralston Anglin from the Ministry of Education and Training, as well as our own minister in the Ministry of Social Development and Innovation. So without their support, this delegation of 84 persons would not be able to participate and showcase what is our Caymanian pride, our Caymanian culture and heritage.
Okay. And we want to remind persons also, if you're traveling on a Cayman Islands passport or a British passport, those we know for sure, or even a U.S. passport, you're not required to have a visa. So if you have any concerns about, or hesitation about traveling because of visa requirements, rest assured that if you have a whole passport for those particular countries that I know of, you don't require visas. But I'm sure that there's information, on Barbados that you can get the additional details.
So not just Cayman and the British, but if your country, if you carry a passport that's in the CARICOM, so Jamaica and Guyana and Trinidad and those, there's no visa requirement for Barbados. So hop on board, come go with us, enjoy, cheer us on, and be a part of Carifesta. We would love to have that entire plane full, of people going down to cheer us on. So.
Certainly. Let's grab one more caller. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome to Talk Today.
Good afternoon, Mr. Connor.
Good afternoon, sir.
And Mr. Echenique and Ms. Connolly. I have a little contribution here to Carifesta, a short one. It's like half a page. Can I read it?
We have less than 5 minutes to go in the show.
It won't be long.
If you can give us a gist of it, paraphrase.
Okay.
Go ahead. Let's try it.
I just wrote it. It's called Standing Tall. England for sure is a place to be where you can have a lovely cup of tea. The Cayman Islands also have a lot to offer, where stranger and local live like a brother. 'Tis my contribution to Carifesta today, where artists and music will be on display. The homeland of Rihanna, where Caymanians are destined. Art, music, and Cayman offerings we determine. Best of luck, Cayman. Have fun for us all. At the Carifesta event, make sure to stand tall. Should I be anonymous, or should I state my name?
No, I think you should give yourself credit for that.
Yeah, this is Craig. This is O.C. Brown.
Craig Brown, yes.
I've been working with the Harpers from way back in the 90s. Mr. Mutu and those people helped me to get involved with a lot of poetry and different things, music and all that. So,
okay.
My contribution to Carifesta.
Okay, thank you very much.
So
and
Mr. Brown.
if you wanted to share that and pass that on to you folks, how can you do that?
We would love to have it. It could be emailed to us. Ventisha can give her email information.
So if you can email it to us at ysch-events@gov.ky. So again, that's ysch-events with an S on the end @gov.ky. We would be delighted to have that, Mr. Brown. And actually, I'll end the home show on Saturday night by reading that.
Okay, wow.
Okay.
I'm not the best at the email stuff and all that, but I can probably leave a copy at Radio Cayman.
That would be perfect.
Or even at the entrance of the government admin building, and they can bring it for us.
Okay, so this is now yours for Carifesta.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you
so much. We're most grateful.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Mr. Brown. Thank you.
day.
You too, you too. One of our listeners, and she's given her name, so I'll share it afterwards, Miss Anita Ebanks, former manager at the museum, right? Cayman Islands was first represented at the fourth Carifesta in 1981 in Barbados. She said that she was part of that delegation overseeing our historical and heritage aspects. It was an amazing experience, life-changing in many ways. That's coming from Miss Anita Eubanks.
Thanks, Miss Anita.
Okay. Closing comments from both of you. We'll start with Miss Ventisha and then Miss Teresa. Any reminders?
So a reminder to come out on Saturday the 16th at 6 p.m. to the Harkwell for the Carifesta home show. It is free to attend, so bring your husband, bring your children, bring granny, bring mama, bring papa, bring them all. The only one you can't bring is the dog. Bring them all, come out, enjoy. It's going to be a 2-hour show that is just, a good wholesome family time. It's, again, like I said, it's free. So come out, join us on Saturday the 16th at 6 p.m. at the Harkwell. And for those people who still want to travel to Barbados to be with us there for Carifesta, reach out to Cayman Airways. There are still seats available on the Barbados charter, which leaves a week from Thursday. So Thursday the 21st, we leave and return on Friday the 29th. So reach out. We would love to see a lot of Cayman faces in the crowd when we're performing. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Chief Officer.
Yes, OC, it's not a whole lot more that I can possibly say. I think Ventisha did an amazing job at recapping and bringing closing remarks. I do want to take this opportunity to thank Ventisha, Shakira, and Christy, who's a part of the events team, for pulling this together at very short notice and making this possible. And it is with the support from my amazing team that we are able to have events and participate in events like Carifesta, but we also have a number of other events that's coming up throughout 2025, and I am absolutely sure Ventisha will be back on radio again in the very near future to share some additional information and to highlight the events coming up. But we are definitely looking forward to seeing everyone out on August the 16th, this Saturday coming at 6 p.m. at the Harkwell Theatre. And also, if you have that extra couple dollars, jump on board, come with us to Barbados. We would love to have your support as well.
Okay, I want to wish you all the best, and sorry about the turtle meat part of it, but we'll work that out for the next time as well. Folks, top of the hour, we're going to go to our 1 o'clock news. When we return,